Michael, we kind of know what to anticipate from this. We know he's going to do something like ask for the no-fly zone. What's the reaction from Congress going to be, and what's the reaction from the administration?
Becky, I think that is the real question, how much he emphasizes direct American engagement or even combat. I mean, a no-fly zone, as you know, is not some antiseptic thing where you just fly around in the sky and look and see who else might be up there and then sort of nudge them down to earth if they fail to comply. You have to go shooting at radar systems on the ground and command systems on the ground where people, Russian soldiers, are located. So to do this thing safely, you have to kill Russians. And therefore, it's the United States entering into a war against a nuclear-armed superpower. So he really shouldn't play that argument up too much because he's going to lose. He may get some Republican friends on Capitol Hill, but he's just going to anger, I think, President Biden and other world leaders. So that's a mistake if he plays that one up. I would understand why he would. I can't fault him, and we all...
He did it with Canada, though.
Yeah, so I would, if he's going to do it again, he should go light, and he should move on to assistance where he really has a chance of winning the day, where all of our hearts really are with him.
He said some powerful things, and what got me was, think if someone came in and took down your flag, took down the U.S. flag, put up a different flag. I mean, that's powerful. That doesn't fly in 2022, and it's flying right now. So you don't think... You say might get some Republicans. I thought you're seeing Democrats talk about the MiGs to some extent, aren't you? It's almost both sides are saying, couldn't Ukrainians go to Poland and fly the MiGs back, and it wouldn't, we wouldn't, a degree of separation would be put in for us and the MiGs?
No, I think that's a fair debate, and I think that debate will continue, and especially as Putin continues the war, if there really isn't any meaningful progress towards some kind of a compromise settlement. I think you're right that the MiG issue, in other words, the United States and allies giving MiGs to the Ukrainians that Ukrainian pilots then fly. And the only question being, what is our complicity in having put the whole package together and flying the planes first out of NATO airfields? That becomes a more reasonable proposition. But the no-fly zone requires NATO aircraft, because you're not going to beat the Russian Air Force with a few MiGs you pick up here and there and give to the Ukrainians.
Can Russia wait the Ukrainians out, or is morale so bad with what you're hearing with the Russian troops on the ground that he only has a window of opportunity to get this done until he does something even worse? God knows what that is.
Yeah, it's one of the great unknowables. But I think if we assume the Russians will somehow run out of steam, we're basing our strategy on a hope. And there's no way to be confident of that, because just sitting where they are shutting down the Ukrainian economy. So I think time is more likely to be on Russia's side, even if the offensive itself stagnates. So that's why I really think we got to push the negotiated solution of some kind.